How y'all doing, man? It's Wednesday, midweek. Hot. It's first day of summer. Things are awesome. But you know, one thing I've been noticing everywhere I go, I interact with a lot of different people at their jobs as I do pickups and deliveries and stuff, is a lot of people haven't been really valued. And I see a lot of people being demoralized by their bosses, by the workers they work with. And I think there's a lot of things going on here. One of the major issues is we have been dehumanized through technology. We're not used to having face-to-face interactions. We'd rather have an email or a text message. We don't even want to have a phone call. And when we have to interact with people, I think anxiety levels are going up. But the other big issue I think is really at hand is that most people don't know their value. Most people don't know their identity and their identity value that God created them for a purpose. And he's given them this value to come alongside people and to lift them up and pour into them and lift up to them. Matter of fact, even many Christians think it's their job and their duty to point out sins and the folly in other people. But negativity has proven to not be very productive. But coming alongside somebody and wrapping your arm around them and saying, I'm with you. I love you and I see value in you. I see God's value in you. It's so important right now. People need that. And there's so very few people doing that. And I'm making this video because I just want to encourage you. Maybe you have authority at your job. Maybe you're over at one person. Maybe you just have somebody that's next to you. They're really struggling. And they need you to pour out love into them. And you might say, dude, they're messing it up so bad. And you're right, they probably are. But pointing out their mess up that they already know they're making isn't going to help them be better. Pointing out the fact that they're valuable and they're capable. That they were created to be victors. That they're created to be successful. And that every failure is a lesson. What if we encourage them and say, wow, you're going to do so good. You are going to do amazing. And what if we took time to make them believe in themselves, to help them believe in themselves, to enable them to believe that they could be successful even though they're making mistakes? Instead of pointing out all the things that are wrong, what if we start pointing out the things that are going well? What if we come alongside somebody and go, man, I'm excited to work with you. Instead of, man, it's so challenging, you're such a burden, and I don't even want to have to put up with you. I mean, I know what it's like, and I know you know what it's like to not be valued, to be seen as a nuisance, as a burden, as not good enough, as not qualified. Matter of fact, we've spent so much time on that. There's so many people that don't see their value and they walk around wounded. What if we enable people to be healed, enable people to see their true identity, that God has created them, that God is for them, that he's promised to never forsake them, never part from them, never leave them, never leave them alone. They're not on their own. He hasn't called them in a place of isolation. He's actually called them to a place of fellowship with face-on-face love and connection. Connection's so important. Now, your boss might not see this, and he might not know his value. It is simple. We do not see value in other people if we do not value ourselves. It's important that we see the value in ourselves so we can see it in other people. You know, I watch men especially who don't know their identity, who are orphans, vomit disgusting hurts on people and devalue people, thinking that they're going to motivate them to be better. And it ends up not working, and it ends up costing them or their company a great deal of money because they're not getting production out of them. What if we help those who are orphans see their sonship, see their value, so that they can speak life over one another, and it begins to have a domino effect of positivity and love and transforms a nation, or maybe it just transforms your cubicle. Maybe it transforms your building or your block or your city. But come on, it only takes a little time, a little extra time to point out the value you see in people. Take time, pick up your phone and call somebody. Let them know how important they are to you. Let them know that they're loved and they're valued. You don't know what they're facing. I mean, in this country, we're in an epidemic of suicides. suicides of all ages. People are just giving up. I think it's time we, the body of Christ, stand up and speak love over each other, into each other, speak truth into each other, and walk with them. Give them a hand up instead of a hand down. Come on, let's love everybody. We're created to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. Come on, peace out.